The NFL draft has come to an end. As it went, the San Francisco 49ers, in John Lynch's first real test as new general manager, came away with 10 prospects. Let's go over them all. What up, sports fans? I'm Paulo Camacho, and you're watching the Macho Sports Report. The San Francisco 49ers have completed their first NFL draft with the new regime in place, new GM John Lynch and new head coach Kyle Shanahan. Granted, Lynch had director of player personnel Adam Peters and former Detroit Lions GM Martin Mayhew to help him through the draft process, but the fact was he had no front office experience, and apparently some within the NFL GM circle didn't think he could cut it. Boy, did he prove those detractors wrong. For Lynch to pull off what many considered a heist of a trade with the Chicago Bears to begin the draft, essentially getting 3 extra picks to trade down one spot, shows that he can wheel and deal with the best of them. In the end, they got the player they wanted, Stanford defensive lineman Solomon Thomas. There are still questions about where he will fit on the defensive line, but it seems that 49ers defensive coordinator Robert Saleh will likely use him the same way Michael Bennett was used in Seattle. But that's not all. When it pertained to day one, Lynch targeted the number 3 prospect on his board, Alabama inside linebacker Rueben Foster, as he saw him fall in the first round. He traded back into the first round with NFC West rival Seattle just in time to select Foster with the 31st pick, right before the Saints were sure to pounce on the Butkus Award winner at 32. The good news? If the 49ers strike gold with the pick, Foster could prove to be the second coming of Patrick Willis. The bad news? If the 49ers strike out with the pick, Foster could flame out as an injury-prone problem child. Yikes. Here's hoping for the former. With the secondary in need of some depth, the 49ers drafted 2 defensive backs, Colorado's Akela Witherspoon in the 3rd round at 67th overall, and Miami's Adrian Colbert, I don't know how to pronounce it, with the 229th pick in the draft in the 7th round. Well, Colbert will likely be a special teams guy should he make the roster. Witherspoon is expected to compete for a starting spot. He brings size and physicality to a secondary in need of both, especially since they cut incumbent starter Tremaine Brock. Could he be the 49ers version of Richard Sherman? I'm just asking. San Francisco also got a pair of prospects from the University of Iowa, quarterback CJ Beathard at 104th overall in the 3rd round, and tight end George Kittle at 146th overall in the 5th round. Beathard was probably the most criticized pick of the 49ers draft, trading back into the 3rd round to grab a quarterback some thought might not even be drafted. Then again, he's probably the developmental QB Shanahan wanted to mold into the kind of passer he could trust to run his offense. Who knows? He could be the next Kirk Cousins. Fittingly enough, Kittle will likely fill a role on the 49ers offense that San Francisco probably haven't had in a tight end since Eric Johnson in the early 2000s, a run-blocking, pass-catching tight end who excels at both skills. And to get that in the 5th round, I'd say that could be a potential steal. Utah running back Joe Williams, taken with the 121st overall selection, is an intriguing combination of size and agility. It wouldn't surprise me if he climbed up the lengthy running back depth chart as an off-down back to spell incumbent starter Carlos Hyde. 5th round pick Trent Taylor, taken 177th overall, is another intriguing pass catcher. He caught 136 passes for 1,803 yards and 12 TDs in 2016 for Louisiana Tech, and has the makings of an effective slot receiver, though he will likely need to unseat both Bruce Ellington and Jeremy Curley, which is no easy task for a guy with less than average sized hands who played in Conference USA against weaker competition. 6th round picks DJ Jones, defensive lineman out of Ole Miss, and Peter Taumoepenu, linebacker out of Utah, will certainly provide defensive depth in the pass rush if they can catch on with the team. It was an interesting first draft for the new 49ers front office, to say the least. Let's just hope some of these players pan out over the next few years. So now I turn the questions to you. What did you think about the 49ers' first NFL draft under the new regime? Which were your favorite value picks? What do you think the 49ers missed out on? And how do you see this draft class playing out in the near future? Leave your responses in the comment section below. I'm Paulo Camacho, and you've been watching the Macho Sports Report. Peace out, sports fans!